talk about positive affirmations, when to use them, when not to use them specifically. We'll have some brain training that will go on. We'll have some visualization for success, visualizing it in how many different ways, from how many different perspectives. If you really want something to come to fruition, you want to harness the power of visualizing, it can be from many different people's perspectives, not just yours, right? That's what makes it so real, is you can pop yourselves in the seat of many different people and you can get there. We have an amazing energy healer and coach, Monique, my wife.
I am an energy healer. I teach intuitive development and spiritual mentor, and I help people learn about themselves and how to use their energy and the energy around them to create realities that they really enjoy and want to live, not something that they feel like they have to live.
So some other things we're going to talk about are the law of attraction, lots of gratitude practices, how powerful love and gratitude are, that mind-body connection, we'll talk about that, mindset shifts so that we can have personal growth, so that we can have professional growth. These mindset shifts are awesome, especially when you can find yourself in one of those states where you have a block that's coming up. It's really stressing you out. How can you shift out of that state so that you can really quickly go back to a very productive state, a happy state for everyone around you? It just makes you feel real good. Let's go elevate your mind and tap that infinity button.
Hello, welcome to Mindset Monday. So we do this call in Zach's Zero to Infinity group every Monday at 11 a.m. And I guide you through some energetic alignment exercises to align to your goals for the week ahead. So welcome. My name is Monique. If you're familiar with me, if you're not, I am an energy healer and I work with entrepreneurs, business owners to help them just infinitely expand into more in their business and their life, and to just create lives and components of your life, like your body, your mind, and your bank account, like Zach's group, that feel really good. And so if that sounds good to you, you are in the right place. And with Mindset Monday, we obviously focus on the mind, but I do this through the lens of energy and connecting to the energy field, because we hear a lot about mindset, but what we don't understand is that typically it's not the mindset that needs addressed. It's the energy field. It's something much deeper than the mind. And when we address the energy field, things shift internally, and our reality is a reflection of our internal state. So therefore, things shift externally too. So today I'm going to guide you guys through a really fun exercise. I'm really excited about this one. This is also an exercise that I will be doing inside of a 2-week challenge that I'll talk a little more about at the end of today's call. So if you are in a space to join, feel free to say, hey, if you are live. If you're watching the replay, feel free to say, hey, I can come back and engage with you if you have any questions or comments or anything like that. But if you are in a space to join, to close your eyes, because there will be eyes, I will ask you to close your eyes. Then feel free to play with us this morning or afternoon or evening, wherever you're at in the world. And if you're not, feel free to come back and do this when you have 20-ish minutes, because this exercise is meant to help you identify, like, are you really stressed? Are you really overwhelmed? Are you really anxious? Or are you just pushing into unknown territory? Are you just moving into a space where your subconscious mind is like, that feels unfamiliar. I don't know where this is going. I don't know what's on the other side of this. Therefore, it doesn't feel safe, right? And if you are someone who is self-driven, like a lot of entrepreneurs or business owners, or just someone who is disciplined in any field, then you are familiar with that discomfort, and you have to be comfortable being uncomfortable, right? When you want more, because you're constantly pushing your comfort zone. You're constantly expanding that comfort zone. So the exercise that we're going to do today will help you identify if, am I really overwhelmed? Am I really anxious? Am I really stressed? Or is this just a self-sabotaging mechanism that I have created to keep me safe, to keep me in this familiar space that I am used to, right? Which is fine, but you're not going to grow if you stay in that familiar space. You're not going to achieve your goals if you stay in that familiar space. Just like when we are weightlifting in the gym, this is one reason I love fitness so much, is because it parallels into life, into every area of life so much. But if you never increase your weights, you're not going to build the muscle mass that you want to build, right? So think of this every Monday as increasing your weights, and this exercise is a component of that. So before we get started, just go ahead and we're going to ground our energy into this space. We're going to do this by closing our eyes. And just go ahead and take a couple deep breaths, breathing in through your nose and sighing out through the mouth. I will invite you to continue breathing in through your nose. And as you breathe out through the mouth, make it audible. Make a noise. Release some shit that you've been holding on to. And as you exhale, just feel your shoulders drop. Relax a little bit more into your seat. Feel the seat pushing against your bottom. Feel your back pushing against the back of your seat. As you come back to a breath that feels really comfortable for you, just notice your feet either underneath you or against the floor. And what we're doing is we're just bringing your awareness into the body. This is something that gets so overlooked in our busy schedules and our busy day-to-day life. It can get so overlooked of just becoming aware of our body. And as you bring your awareness into your body, I'm going to ask you to bring to top of mind a goal that you have. Maybe it's a goal that you'd like to achieve this week. Maybe it's a goal that you've been working on for a while. Maybe it's a long-term goal. Maybe it has to do with your finances or your body or relationships. It doesn't matter. But just bring a goal to mind. If you have multiple goals, you can come back and do this exercise with another goal. And as you bring this goal to mind, and you think about having it, think about achieving this goal. Maybe it's something you've never done before. Maybe it's something that is totally new to where you've been in the past. Perhaps it's a healthy relationship when you're only used to toxic relationships, or it's a long-term relationship when you're only used to short ones, or it's a size in clothing that you haven't worn before, or you haven't worn for a long time, or it's a number in your bank account that you've never had before, but you envision it being there, or a potential deal, making an amount of money that you haven't made before. And just envision achieving that goal. See yourself achieving that goal. And as you do, just notice when you think about achieving that goal, does any part of you, there's the part of you that is super excited, right? There's the part of you that's like, yes, I want this. I'm so excited to have this. But is there any part of you that is thinking, I don't know if I can do this? This feels really stressful. How am I going to get there? How am I going to be able to have that? I feel so far away from that. Right? Is there any part of you that is starting to feel that overwhelm, that stress, or that anxiety? We're going to talk to that part. So as you identify any thoughts that's like, how am I going to get there? Feel so far away. Or maybe there's a little excitement, but there's also a little anxiety. Notice the thoughts that are coming in. And as you think those thoughts, where do you feel that in your body? Where do you feel this thought? Every thought generates a feeling. We feel our thoughts. We're just really good at overlooking that feeling. So those anxious, those stressful, those overwhelming thoughts, where do they show up in your body? Just notice. And as you notice where it's showing up in your body, maybe it's your throat, your chest, your stomach, wherever it is. If you could move this energy, if you could get rid of this energy, how would your body want to get rid of it? Maybe you feel like doing another sigh. Maybe you feel like shaking out your arms, shaking out your hands, rolling your shoulders back around. Maybe you have an urge to go for a walk. Maybe you feel like yelling or crying, whatever it is. See if you can let yourself do that. If you are watching the replay, you can pause this and do that. And as you move this energy, we're going to come back and fill up this space that we just created in the body with supportive energy. So go ahead, move that energy, and then feel that emptiness that you just created. Maybe it feels a little less tense, a little less dense. And now, when you think about achieving that goal, what's a positive emotion that comes in, a positive thought? Imagine breathing, taking a deep breath. And as you take a deep breath, imagine yourself just filling up with that energy. If that energy had a color, what would it be? You're filling yourself up with it. And we're going to actually create space in the body as we do this. So take a deep breath, imagining how good it's going to feel when you have that goal, feeling that freedom, that happiness, that joy, that gratitude. And as you exhale, just relax into it. And again, imagining how good it's going to feel when you achieve that goal, taking a deep breath, really focusing on the good feelings, the good thoughts. This is going to be awesome. I'm so excited for this. And as you exhale, relax into it. And now we're going to do something called tapping, EFT tapping. And we're going to ground your energy. We're going to ground this energy, this happy energy into your body. So when you associate with your goal moving forward, you're filling that void that you just created in the body with this new energy. So go ahead and just repeat after me. I will guide you through this. We're going to tap right here at the front of the eyebrow, on the side, in your temple, underneath the eye, and at the collarbone. Okay. So go ahead and start at the front of the eyebrow. That feeling right there, that happiness, that joy, side of the eye, keep repeating after me, that gratitude, that excitement. It is safe to feel this. Underneath the eye, it is safe to expand into more. My goal is safe to achieve. Collarbone. If I can envision it, it's mine to have. I welcome in more of this happiness, this joy, this gratitude, and this excitement. Front of the eyebrow, it is safe to feel all of these emotions. Side of the eye, it's safe to be on the other side of achieving this goal. Underneath the eye, I welcome in this expansion. And although it might be uncomfortable, I am capable. Collarbone, I am capable of holding all of these emotions. I am capable of welcoming in this new energy. I claim this goal as mine. I claim this goal as done. I'm ready to see how good this can get. Go ahead and squeeze your wrist. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Now, when you think about that goal, just notice how it feels in your body. Notice if it feels a little lighter when you think about having that goal. If it feels a little less scary. If that part that was feeling stressed, overwhelmed, or anxious feels a little more calm. And go ahead and just bring your awareness back to feeling your seat underneath you, feeling your feet against the floor. And begin to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Take a nice deep breath as you come out of this exercise. So this is something that can be done anytime you have a goal that you're really, really, really excited about, but there's also a part of you that's really nervous. Because what we can do is we start to get really overwhelmed. We start to get stressed. We start to get anxious because we are literally expanding our comfort zone. We're expanding our capacity to receive. Whenever you are working towards a new goal, you are expanding your capacity to receive. And as you can expand your capacity to receive, that can feel really scary to your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind does not give a shit if you are happy. Your subconscious mind only cares if you're safe and you're alive. And if your goal feels scary to your subconscious mind, you will sabotage yourself. You will give off very attachment, codependent energy. You will find ways to keep yourself busy and not actually work towards your goal. You will find ways to default into old habits. And you will find ways to essentially block yourself from achieving that goal. And it happens on the energetic level first. And then it manifests as the physical actions that we take or that other people take that are associated with us and the goal. But it happens energetically first. So we have to remind ourselves, I am safe to receive more. I am safe to expand my capacity to hold more. Because you're literally holding more energy in your field. If you want to make more money and you haven't made that income before, then you have to expand your energy to be able to hold that. Otherwise, you will find ways to waste that money. You will find unexpected bills that pop up because energetically, you haven't expanded your capacity to receive and hold that. If you want a different type of relationship or you want the health or the body that you desire, you have to expand your capacity to hold all that that entails, which includes becoming comfortable feeling that discomfort of expanding into more. Because as we start to push up against that discomfort, that's when we start to feel that stress. That's when we start to feel that overwhelm. That's when we start to feel that anxiety. Because it's essentially something in us saying, I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe moving into this. Or we start to express a very attached, codependent energy of like, I need this goal to happen in order to survive. because now we're giving our power away to it, which is a different story. But until we can regulate ourselves and in the expansion, we will never let ourselves expand. And that happens energetically first. The thoughts that you think, the emotions that you feel are energy. So we have to clear that energy from the body, because we can tell ourselves all day long, I want this goal. It's safe to have this goal. It's safe to be there. But until we actually feel that in the body and we move the energy in the body, because beliefs are stored energy in the body just being expressed as a thought. So we have to find where that thought is in the body and move that energy. And then we replace it with the good stuff. And that's why we tap. Because we are calming our energy field. We're calming different energetic points in the body as we allow that energy, that new energy to come in. We're saying, I am safe to expand into this. I am safe for more. As we envision our goal, having it, being there, being on the other side of it. Right? So, feel free to do this exercise as many times as you think you need to, because there is no such thing as doing it too many times. Because there are many different layers to this, right? There are many different layers to us and our healing and us evolving into more. And if we don't want to rebound, or we don't want to plateau, or we don't want unexpected things to come up where we're like, what the heck? I just had this awesome thing happen, but now all of these other things are falling apart, right? Maybe something is going really well in business, but then like your relationships or your health starts to derail, because we have to expand our capacity to receive and hold it all. And as you do that, then you notice that your life starts to become very complementary to how you envision it, to that joy, to that happiness, to that ease, that flow, that grace. So do this exercise over and over again. This is just one of many, many, many different exercises that you can do. And I have a challenge that I am starting April 10th. You can sign up for it now. It's only $55 until April 1st to join. It is 2 weeks. It's a challenge because I'm asking you to commit to yourself daily for 2 weeks. And every single day I'm uploading an exercise like this or others, or visualizations, different tapping exercises, different meditations, different energetic techniques that you can use to help build energetic momentum, to expand you into receiving more, to expand you into holding more, so that you can achieve what you want. And it can feel easier and more fun, because it's really fun when you learn to work with your energy, because synchronicities start happening, things start showing up for you, and you're like, oh my gosh, like I was just thinking of this person, or I was just thinking of this opportunity, and here you are, or here it is, right? Because we're working with the energy, we're not working against it. So if you are curious to learn more, I will pop the link below, and you can check out more info there and then sign up. And if you do sign up, then let me know, because I am creating a little prayer list for everyone that joins, a little manifestation ritual for everyone that joins before the challenge begins April 10th. So you can join in, and there's a Facebook group and a WhatsApp thread that we will be uploading all the exercises to. So I'm super excited about that. So if you would like more information, you can check out the comment below. And otherwise, do this exercise. Commit to this exercise. If you liked this, or you liked components of this, join the challenge. It's very low investment, because I want people to just experience it and to have fun. And I hope that you have a wonderful week. Zach will be live tonight inside of Zero and Infinity for his office hours. I believe tonight he's interviewing JP. JP's like a title wizard. He does everything. So if you are in real estate or curious about that, and you need more information, then be sure to attend that. And otherwise, have a wonderful week. I will see you next Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern.